Estimation, first of all, is taking in information from different sensors and predict the motion of objects. And then control is utilizing this information from the estimation to move objects such as cars in the way we desire. So what we look at here is an autonomous car which drives down a two-lane road. It tries to avoid obstacles when they are present, but otherwise it tries to maintain the right lane. So when an obstacle enters in the scene, the car needs to make a decision in real time about whether to stay in lane, possibly slow down, or to change lane, and if changing lane, which steering should we use. So the techniques we're using are in the intersection of control and estimation theory, I would say. Given information about the environment from sensors, we make predictions of where our obstacles will move in a certain amount of time. So in this case, we look at a 3-second look ahead. So we predict the motion for 3 seconds and then compute a good motion according to the information from the sensors. Not only the path is interesting, and that's of course important, but also important is that since there are passengers in the car, we need to have a pleasant ride for the passengers. So what we compute is, for example, the steering angle of the car and also the velocity. So it's important that the steering angle is smooth, because if you make a small change in steering will cause a big discomfort for the passenger. This is slightly different theory. So this is a theory called model predictive control, which is a little bit different from the path planning techniques. The path planning techniques are based on sampling-based methods. So those are not the same, but they need to be integrated and work together. The steering control computes the possible curvature which the car can follow. So this information can be propagated back to the path planner. So we make sure that the path planner does not compute motions that are too aggressive, because then the steering control won't be able to follow that. So there's a two-way communication between the different control layers. In terms of traffic, the traffic flow has potential of being much better. You save money as well. We have an autonomous car here in red, which needs to do parking autonomously. So the idea here is that we start from an initial configuration, and then we have a map of our environment, and we need to park in a free spot in a parking garage, for example. Maybe this illustrates an ideal scenario. But autonomous parking is tough because it's a very unstructured environment. So you could have pedestrians walking around in a parking garage, for example, and you need to account for this. And you also, computation time is not an issue here. It's more the kinematics of the car. So the car cannot move in all sorts of ways. So that's a big challenge in these type of situations.